A closed rectangular box with a square base has a volume of 8,000 cubic centimeters. Express the surface area of the box A as a function of the length of a side of its square base x. So in step 1, we have a picture here to help us. Here's our square base, and each side of the square base has length x. And next to it, I've drawn the actual rectangular box with a height of h. So we'll call h our height. Now, in step 2, we're given some information about this rectangular box. We're given that the volume is 8,000 cubic centimeters. So I'll use V for volume is equal to 8,000 cubic centimeters. Well, by looking at the picture of this rectangular box, we know that the volume of a box is, in general, the length times the width times the height. So we can say that the volume is equal to the length, which is x, times the width, which is also x, times the height. So therefore, since the volume is 8,000 cubic centimeters, and we know the volume is x times h, we can set these two quantities equal to each other. And when we do, we get 8,000 is equal to x squared times h. And we can solve this for h. When we do, we get 8,000 divided by x squared is equal to h. Now we're going to move on to part 3. We're asked in this problem to express the surface area A as a function of the length of the side of the square x. So we know that the surface area of a rectangular box is going to be equal to the area of the base plus the area of the top base. Since the area of the bottom base is x times x, or x squared, the area of the top base is the same thing. We're going to start off with the area of the bottom base plus the area of the top base, plus we have 4 sides of this rectangular box. Each side is a rectangle that has an area of x times h. Since there are 4 sides on the box, we have 4xh. Now, we want to make sure that we represent our area as a function. So instead of a, I'm going to write a of x, and we want it as a function of x. So we have x squared plus x squared, which is 2x squared, plus 4x times h. But remember, in part 2, we solved for h. We found out that h was 8,000 divided by x squared. So we'll put that in here. 8,000 divided by x squared, and we can simplify this right-hand side. And so we have a of x is equal to 2x squared plus, notice we have 1x cancels with 1x in the denominator, so we have 4 times 8,000, or 32,000, divided by x.